In general, there's two types of music. There's kind of the rubato type of music, and then there's the groove type of music. This is what I mean by that. If it's rubato, it means that you should be shifting the time, or the time is moving in such a way, even if it's the same time signature, that they need to be watching you. So, you know, they can't take it for granted that the next bar is where the next beat's gonna land. So they need to be trained to watch you like a hawk so that they can predict and anticipate each beat. Now, on the other extreme, you have groove-based music, which could include, marches, but in particular with like rock, jazz, bass kind of stuff, there's a steady beat. And that kind of music, you want to get out of the way as a conductor. Do not try to conduct it, do not try to solve the problem visually. And I would bring this analogy for you to consider. Imagine you've got a metronome. There's the old-fashioned types that swing like this, but there's the more modern types that you just get a bleep, like a light pulse. Oftentimes, a light pulse has an audible click, a click, 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 click. But what if you took away the audible stuff and you just try to do it by sight, and then you play the note and according to the sight? That is not going to be as on top of the time as if you just you listen to the tempo, you get the groove in, and then you can close your eyes and you can just feel that beat. The metronome has to be in here, it has to be felt kinesthetically, and then secondarily confirmed audibly with your ears. The last thing you should consider are the visuals. Even if you're trying your best to follow a metronomically, electronically accurate visual metronome, by trying to follow by sight is just going to be all sorts of tiny fluctuations. The best way to do it is by heart. So if you're conducting a piece of music that is groove-based, establish the groove and then get out of the way. So I still beat time, but I make it nice and small so that they cannot do it by sight, that they must rely on listening to each other and grooving in their chest, in their hearts, where that pulse is. So rubato versus groove-based in general. Those are the two extremes. This one's watch like a hawk. These ones, do not watch, just feel it.